and welcome back. Happy Sunday. It is the start of a new week for me. I thought that we could do a little budget with me for October, or for the first paycheck in October, and talk a little bit about my monthly bills, which ones are going to be paid now versus later, just basic budget with me. Now that I have my paychecks pretty much lining up with the month, I think it's a good time to start doing budget with me. So hopefully you will subscribe and check out these budget with me's at the beginning of the month, and then also when I close out my budget for the month. So we are just gonna jump right in. If you are new here, my name is Christa David. I am a small business owner, artist, and I'm on a financial independence journey to be financially independent as soon as possible. I'm trying to do it by my 50th birthday, currently 45 3/4. And I use cash stuffing, savings challenges, zero-based budgeting to help me on my journey. So my budget, let's get into it. So I have this big old happy planner and I'm gonna take out a few things that we can use. I'm still working on my little printables here, but we can go ahead and take these out. I'm like, should I take out any? I should just take out all of these. That way you can look at all of them together. That's why I like the Happy Planner, because of the little, you know, can pull things out. So here's what we have. This is No.1. Oops. So here's what we have going. We have, let's just start with the calendar, and I will zoom out just so that you can see the calendar, and we can just talk a little bit about what's due, and then get into the actual budgeting. And I'm using real numbers. My numbers, I am self-employed. I am a W-2 employee of my public health consulting firm. So I pay myself every 2 weeks, and thank goodness I was able to pay myself on this past Friday. It is tricky because I've been not working since May. I just took a little break. I needed to get better, had to have knee surgery, and I just needed a break. I have been working for years and years in my consulting business, and once I reached the big milestone back in May of paying off the last of my student loans, which was about $90,000. Altogether it was $120,000, but in May I paid off $90,000. But now that that's over, I'm just trying to recalibrate myself, my business, how I make money, because I don't need as much now because I don't have any debt. That's another thing. I don't have any debt. I do have my mortgage, so that is context. I bought a house 4 years ago. I am unpartnered, so that's also important context. So it's just me and my money, and everything that the good Lord blesses me with. So I do have my mortgage. We'll talk more about that later when I do a net worth video, because I do want to calculate my net worth, and it's negative because I have a mortgage. So these are some printables that I made. I made these printables back in 2020, but I just recently updated them, and I'm still fiddling with them. I will share them soon, so be on the lookout for that. But this is what my month looks like. My mortgage, one of the things I wanted to do, let me get all my supplies out. So I have some highlighters for my budget categories. I have my Tombos. So I have all of these Mr. Pen budget things. I have a pencil and I have a friction pen. These are my supplies. And of course I have Post-it notes and whatnot. So what we have, one of the things I wanted to do was to make note of what paycheck is going to cover what bills. So I don't have too many bills, and I think a better way of showing you this is just to show you in my planner. It'll be way more efficient. And I can show you a couple things in here to give you context about my budget. So these are my bills. I have a new one that I just added. So let me write that down. I just joined a gym and it is on my Amex and it comes out on the 1st and it's $69. Okay, so these are my bills. I have my mortgage at $1,747, which is sad because this went up since I bought my house. And it's because of property taxes. I'm a first-time homeowner, so I didn't know about any of this. I just was happy paying my little 13-something mortgage for the first year and a half, and then it went up. Now I know what to do. I have to wait until the assessment happens again. It just happened, but I missed the deadline to contest it. But when it happens next year, I will contest it because I don't know why my mortgage went up like $350. I didn't do anything to my house. And I'm sure there are things happening in the neighborhood, but still. So $1,747. It comes out of my debit account on the 1st. Car insurance is $193. Actually, it's like $197. I need to shop around for car insurance this week. See, this is why I have the Post-it notes to remind me to do. Shop around for new car insurance because I feel like Geico is charging me too much, and I've just been with them since 2009 is when I bought my first car. Anyway, Banfield is my dog's like healthcare, monthly healthcare for his immunizations and everything. I pay a monthly fee. And then Apple is the storage, $10 a month. Healthy Paws is my dog's emergency health insurance. So if he gets hit by a car, if he gets cancer, that kind of thing. Home alarm, $53. My utilities, I have $150, but I'm learning that this probably needs to be more like $250, and it varies by season. During the summer, it can be $250 to $300, but like the rest of the year, it is around $150. So that is feeling more like a very variable expense and not fixed. Cell phone is $88. Wi-Fi is $81. Gas for my home is $150. Health insurance every month is $570. Netflix is $25. Therapy is $800. And then, like I said, the gym is $69. And this extra mortgage is a goal. I'm not there yet. In fact, I just paid $100 this month towards the mortgage, but ultimately I want to get there. The reason why I'm not doing this is because I am saving money. I'm trying to double my emergency fund from 6 months to 12 months. So the mortgage has taken a back burner. Paying down the mortgage early has taken a back burner. So those are my bills, just so you know. And then I also have, and we won't go over this today, but I have my budget categories laid out. So I can look at my budget at the end of the month by these large categories and the things that are in them, right? And that's where these highlighters come in. So that's that. Okay. And okay, so that, hopefully that made sense. So now you know my bills. So let's zoom back out for the calendar. So Mortgage is on the 1st. Car insurance is on the 1st. One of the things I wanted to do was to map out, let's pick some good colors. Map out, oh, I was going to use these. Map out what was going to be paycheck 1, paycheck 2, paycheck 3. I'll do this color for paycheck 2 and then paycheck 3. That way I can see what bills are going for what. So this is paycheck 1 and that is on October 3rd. Paycheck 2 and that is on the 17th. And then paycheck 3 will be applied to next month, but we do get it in this month. Magic month. Oops, I didn't use that one. I used this. Okay. So as far as what's coming out of paycheck 1, mortgage, car insurance, even though I got paid on Friday, I'm a month ahead in my mortgage, so all of that was able to be paid. Bane fill for my dog, therapy, home alarm, Apple. Why did I put 7? It's supposed to be 10. I think I was thinking of the date, 7th. Healthy Paws is 43. That's coming out of this check. My gym actually came out. What is this hair on my... Sorry, it is wash day for my hair. My afro is acting up. Anyway, gym, and then we have utilities, therapy again. I have therapy every Monday. It's $200 a session. My therapist does her payments based on sort of how much you earn, but then also your financial context, if that makes sense. So I'm at the upper level, but I'm about to have a conversation with her because I don't know about if I can keep paying $800 a month, given that my business, we haven't generated any income since May, and that's because I just took a break. So I'm just living off of the business savings to pay my self. So that is that color. And then my second check, I'm not even gonna highlight it yet, but actually I can do it now. Second check is gonna be Gas South, Wi-Fi. Not really health insurance, because that money, I should have made that clear. Actually, I'm gonna put it here. Okay. So the second check is usually a lot of money left over, and that's how I can save and stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. And I should note that my health insurance and all of my therapy gets paid out of my business, and you'll see that in a second in my budget. So that's what I have for the month. I have some actions that I want to do. I'm opening an Etsy shop for all of my little printables that I like to make and savings challenges. I'm doing, these are some of the videos I would like to do. I want like the Budget with Me mini Monday. I want to experiment with some YouTube shorts. I also want to review my Social Security, like how much as of now would I be able to get for Social Security. It's just one of the things that is on my bingo card, literally. I made a finance bingo and I have pulled Social Security statement and review lifetime earnings. So that's something that I want to be able to do. And then, yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I need to. I didn't pay a whole extra mortgage payment, but I did pay something. Anyway, calculate my net worth. So this is just a cute way of keeping me. I think I'm gonna make this in letter size so it can go in my happy planner budget book. And then, so I'm going to pull the Social Security. I'm going to use this calculator online by this group called the Pioneers. It's just a way to calculate your financial independence number and play around with different scenarios. I just moved from my business to my solo 401k about a little over $15,000. I need to now invest that. And it's just a little more complicated now that my portfolio is over $100,000. So it's like I want to try to be more efficient. So I was taking my time trying to figure out which ETFs to put in there. But I think I'm close. So I will do that this week. I have to transfer my Roth money to my high yield savings account where it will sit until the end of the year. Because I am a high earner, I have to, or actually that's not true. Normally I would be able to contribute directly to my Roth IRA. I set my salary at $120,000 a year. It's enough. But this year was a little different because I took an extra draw from my company to pay off my student loans of $90,000. So that puts my salary at a little over $200,000. So that is going to cause me not to be able to directly contribute to my Roth IRA. So I have to do a backdoor Roth. So what I'm doing is just putting my Roth money in my high yield savings account. It will sit there until November. Then I'll set up a traditional IRA, move the money in there, slide it into my Roth. It's basically a hack that some wealthy people thought they would just set up for themselves so they can also contribute to their Roth. So anyway, I'm gonna do a backdoor Roth. And then I have to pay some medical bills. So that is what I got going on for October. Now let's get into the budget. Let me move this out of the way. And let me just get this. I got my expense trackers here that I'm already, things that I have already paid so far. But let's go over the budget, shall we? Okay, let's bring you in. And we are gonna go through this, and this is why I'm using the friction pen, because I'm gonna make a mistake. Okay, girl, I am going to make a mistake. So let's put in, it's October, sweet, and this is Paycheck October 3rd. All right, let's go ahead and highlight our labels just for cuteness. Okay. All right, so what do I have? So I have a couple things. I have my W-2 paycheck from my company, right? And that is $3,352 every 2 weeks. And then my company also pays my therapy and my health insurance. So because, and this is why I did it on the calendar, because this payday goes through the 16th, the only thing my company will pay for up until the next paycheck is just the 2 therapy sessions here, right? The 6th and the 13th. And then the next paycheck, my company will pay 2 therapy sessions and my health insurance. So that's only, for this first paycheck, that's only $400 extra. So let's just put, I usually put TBI employee benefits, or just benefits, TBI benefits. See, this is why we have an eraser. TBI benefits. Okay, and I'm gonna just put $400 in there. Also, what I had going on, I have a little bit of money left over from September. So we're gonna say carryover. And that was $192. And then finally, and I haven't sorted this money out yet, so it will be, I have to figure it out. But I have some medical savings that I need to tap into in order to pay some medical bills this week. I don't know how much at this moment. Maybe by the end of this video I will. We shall see, but I do want to put a number there. But for now, we're going to just focus on what's here. So bills, mortgage. Now, because I'm a month ahead in my mortgage, what I do is every paycheck, I just put half of the mortgage. So $874. And that just keeps the account plenished. So $874. Car insurance gets paid out of this paycheck, and that is $197. What else do we got? We have therapy. No, let's do Baneville. That's the 6th, and that is, I'm looking at my calendar notes and stuff. Okay, there we go. So that is $66, and then we have ADT for the home alarm. That's $53, and then we have Healthy Paws from my Booker St. James. That's on the 8th. That's $43. The gym is new. I joined the YMCA mainly because I really want a nice gym, and this one is brand new, and I like the brightness, the light. I love, seeing young people, old people. It's just a nice environment. It's like a family environment to go into, and everything is new. The equipment is new. They got a pool, they got an indoor track. I mean, they have everything going on there. I could have gotten a cheaper gym like LA Fitness or Planet Fitness, but those places just seem so heavy and dark, and I already have mental health situations going on. I don't need to go into the gym and feel depressed because there are no windows. Utilities, so I'm gonna leave utilities blank. I mean, I'm gonna budget $250 because I feel like it's starting to go down, but we shall see what is actually. And then I have medical bills, I have therapy, so I'm just gonna put the 16th for therapy, and then that's $400. And then we have medical bills, which I don't know what they are right now, but it's okay because I'm gonna take them directly out of this savings. They're not coming out of any of this money. So 16th. Okay, so let me just look up the medical bills real quick. Okay, so these are some of the medical bills. I don't want to put them in because I have to confirm this really large one here and make sure that it's accurate. So I'll sort all of this out. Sort out medical bills, and I'll do this on Monday morning. So tomorrow first thing. But just to kind of give you a sense, so when I share the budget, do another budget with me, maybe I will have this cleared up. So that's what we have. I don't know what this is. I don't even want to put an estimate there. So for now, I think we're gonna leave it out, and I'm just gonna write in pencil to make my little life easy for the total. So we have 874 plus 197 plus 66 plus 53 plus 43 plus 69 plus 250 plus 88 plus 400 is 2040. So we can put that in here. So we're going to just budget without this in here. Then I can go back and update this budget. So that's what we're doing. And we're going to be taking it from my paycheck, sorry, 52 plus 400 plus 192, right? So the total here without the medical is 3,944. So that minus 2040 leaves $1,904 left. Okay, now we have to put in our other expenses. So let's just say that's 1904 here. Now we have groceries, car gas. We have, I want to say eating out, right? We have fun money. I know, ridiculous, right? Fun money. We have household, so like toiletries and anything that may come up. We have home maintenance, which is like lawn care, handyman stuff. Like I have my handyman and lawn guy, same person, Mr. Danny. He comes and he does things for me. I have my personal grooming, right? And I think that is it. So groceries, I usually spend, I say I spend $550 a month on groceries, but I feel like it's more than that because groceries are going up. So for this time, this paycheck, let's just say we're going to spend $300 on groceries, car gas. I usually budget for the month $90, but we only have the budget for 2 weeks. So I will say I just have to fill up my tank, so we can say $45. Eating out is, I've already messed up my eating out budget, but eating out is, yeah, I've already messed it up. So anyway, let's say eating out is $50 this month. Fun money is $25. Households, I do want to do a stock up at like one of those big box stores, Costco or whatever, to get tissue, soap, cleaning supplies. So I am thinking I will budget $150 for that. Home maintenance, I just had him do some work. I know he's gonna put up a light fixture and stuff, so I'm gonna put $150 aside this time for that in my cash envelope. Grooming is $90. Okay, so those are my expenses. I do want to do some shopping, so like wardrobe. I just need to figure out what I can do. So let's see, 1904 minus 300 minus 45 minus 50 minus 25 minus 150 minus 150 minus 90 equals 1,000. So let's just say I am going to stick to a nice, reasonable $400 budget for shopping. This is, I am working on my wardrobe. Sorry, can't see it. And this is gonna be for my capsule for fall and winter. So I have a little bit of cash saved, but I also know I need to cash flow some of this, so it needs to come out of my paycheck. So that is what we're gonna do. So let's see, 300 plus 45 plus 50 plus 25 plus 150 plus 150 plus 90 plus 400 equals 1210. And we have 1904 minus 1210 is $694 left. So now we get over to our savings and investing. So again, for my investments, all of that comes from my company, directly out of the business account. So we're not gonna do that, but we are gonna, I have like sinking funds that I wanna continue to add to. Like I have car maintenance. I have a brand new car that I bought last year. And it doesn't need any maintenance, but I do like to get it washed every month. So like tomorrow I'm gonna go get it washed. So I budget $50, right? So, and I should say I don't have a car payment. I think I said I don't have any debt, right? So I paid for my brand new car, 2024 Mazda CX-5 last year in cash. So I could have invested that money, and I probably should have, but that was my second car. My first car I got in 2009. It was a Honda Accord. It was a 2006 Honda Accord that I bought with 49,000 miles on it. I bought it for $19,000. It was back when my credit was in the garbage. Credit score was in the garbage. I had like an 18% APR, crazy, right? But I paid that car off in 2 years. And in 2011, I haven't had a car note since 2011. And I rode my Honda until last year. And I kept having to like fix little things, the battery here, spark plugs here, all these things. And I just got tired of it. So I went out and I bought a new car, and I had cash. So I think I paid like, I want to say 40 grand for this car. But I love it. It's great. And I feel safe, and I'll have it for a long time. And I sold my Honda Accord. It ended up having like 165,000 miles on it. I sold it for $3,000. So yeah, anyway. But car maintenance, I do want to get a car wash. I have pet care. So I have a couple sinking funds for my dog. I have his boarding because I travel. So he has a pet sitter. And I've just been trying to save cash for the next trip. Boarding, I want to have him professionally trained because I'm having a hard time. He's a wonderful companion, but training, because I need to get him on an airplane soon. And then I have his grooming. So he has 3 cash envelopes, and I put $50 each. And it's quite a lot. Like I'm saving $300 for him every month, plus all of his bills over here. But these envelopes won't keep going indefinitely. I'm just doing them now because I want to stack up some money for him. So pet care. And then I have beauty. My beauty sinking fund is because I need to restock my perfume cabinet, which Mr. Danny just hung on the wall yesterday. It is super cute, vintagey. I got it for $10, I think, at a Goodwill a year and a half ago. So beauty, I think I don't know if I can put too much in beauty. So I have beauty, I have stationery, I have hobbies. These are all my cash envelopes. And then I have my, I am gonna do some Roth IRA money, but I don't have enough. You know what I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna put, I'm so happy I have this erasable pen. I'm gonna put Med and Roth. That way when I calculate this money that I had saved, because this is coming out of savings of, my Roth is coming out of my tax return. I got a tax return this year, which was a total surprise, okay? Absolutely insane, but I'm super grateful. So I have that, and I will calculate that. I can't calculate that right now, but I will calculate that. But again, that's not coming really out of my paycheck, which is what we're budgeting for. So I think those are it. And then the last thing is savings challenges. And my savings challenges, if you've been watching my channel, I use them to double my emergency fund. I also use them for my birthday fund. My birthday is in December, and then I'm using them to get a month ahead in all of my bills. So I usually put aside some money for savings challenges. So let's see what we have here. Oh, I spelled stationery wrong. Stationery. Okay. So hobbies is gonna get a little $25. Stationery will get $25. We're gonna leave that for now. We're gonna do beauty. $100 if we can swing it. And then I also, for my debt, I did an extra mortgage payment. And that was just $100, and that came out of this $92. I'm $192, so I already paid that. But I don't have any other debt, so okay. So I just want to make sure that was in there. So let's see something. Minus 50, minus 150, minus 100. Because I'll be wanting to put stuff in certain places, and then they'll be like, you don't got it, girl. Okay, so it looks like I have $244 I can put into savings challenges. Okay, so let's make sure. So the budget remaining here was $694, right? And then now 694 minus 50 minus 150 minus 100 minus 25 minus 25 minus 244 equals 100. Great. So this is 594 saved. That's pretty good. And then extra mortgage, and then remaining is 0, which is what we want. We want $0 remaining. And now I will go back and, like I said, update this, because whatever amount I put here in this medical and Roth, it will cover this and this number, and it will still balance out as 0. But I just have to go and deal with it. So I'm not gonna fill this out because I wanna have all the numbers, but that pretty much is just my situation for the month. These are my bills, and I'm happy that most of my bills are on the first paycheck, because the second paycheck, when we do this again, you'll see that I have a lot more money to save, but I'll probably be spending quite a bit on clothes as well, because my wardrobe is a priority. So then we get over here to our cash envelopes. So I will go to the bank on Monday and get this cash from Connor. That's my bank teller. He sees me, he's like, oh, you here for the cash again? he's so funny. I was like, yes, I am. So car maintenance, it's 50. Pet care is 150. Beauty is 100. Stationery. I need to stop adding money to these categories and just save it. I got enough stationery stuff and I got enough hobby stuff. Okay, so I also get home maintenance money. I also get eating out money, cash, and then I get fun money. And that's it. Everything else, I should also mention that I am like a hybrid budgeter, meaning I use cash envelopes and I use a credit card. So I run my whole entire life through my American Express card. And all of my bills come out of that, except my mortgage, which just comes directly out of my checking account. But everything else goes on the Amex, and then I calculate, you know, I keep track of everything that way. And that way, from my primary checking account, that's my bills checking account, I just make 2 payments a month to my American Express. So nothing really comes out of my checking account unless I'm paying my American Express bill. So home maintenance, I said, was $150. Eating out, I said was $50, and I've already ate out. Because once a month I do get Uber Eats. I don't know why. I know why. I have a $15 Amex credit that I use every month. And that's when I'm like, okay, I'm just going to order something. And that's the only time when it's worth it, because Uber Eats is quite expensive with all the fees. I don't know how y'all do it. Okay. $50 car maintenance. So, oh, why did I do that? Good thing I have this eraser. I was like, why is that box blank? It's blank because 100, 50, 20, 10, 5, 2, and 1. I like to get $2 bills if they have them. So car maintenance can just be a 50. Pet care can be 3 50s. Beauty can be a 100. Oh my gosh, you know what I forgot? How did I forget that? I have to redo my whole budget. I knew I was like playing around with too much money. How do I do this? Okay. I have to augment this because my tithes. Crazy girl. That's supposed to be $334. That's why I was like, why do I have this much for savings challenges? And I'm like, you don't. You really, really don't. So here's what I'm gonna do, because I gotta make up this money. So I'm gonna, thank God I have an eraser. I'm gonna bring this down to 300 for clothes. So that gives me another $100. So then this goes down. So then this should go up. $794. Let's just double check that. Oops. 1904. Oops. 300, 45, 50, 25, 150. Okay, so $794 plus, oops. Yep, okay. So I got 100 from there, and then we will not be doing savings challenges at this rate. I mean, we will do some because I do have $92 for sure. And then some of this other stuff I may have to, so bills should have been here. Tithes should have been at the top. 3, 3, 4. Oops. I don't think we can erase with the I do have an eraser. It's like my artist eraser. And then I don't think you can. So sorry, but this is life. This is why we this is why we budget. 874. Plus 334. Yep. 2374. 3944 minus 2374. Yeah, it's always really not tight at the beginning, but minus 2374. But you know, it is what it is. God is good. So we have 1570 minus 3 minus 45 minus 50 minus 25 minus 150 minus 150 minus 90 minus 460. Okay. And like, you know, the wardrobe isn't, I don't have to get this stuff, but I just want to budget for it. If I can't, for some reason, get clothes, it's totally fine. I can wait until the next paycheck. So, budget remaining. Yeah. Is that right? I feel like, no, this is not right. I was like, what? That's not right. I was like, that doesn't make sense. 300 plus 25. Okay, there we go. 1110. There we go. Okay, better. 460 is what we can now save. And then I'm just trying to see what I can pull back on just fine. 460 minus, definitely got to do my car, even though I have money in the car envelope. 25 minus 25, 110. Okay. All right, that's fine. So I can actually put a little bit more in my cash envelopes. All right, so 460 minus 50 minus 150 minus 100 minus 25 minus 25 equals 110. Okay, so this is 110. I can save. Not bad. Oh, wait a minute. That's not true. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, because we gotta pay. We have to. We're not gonna put anything in hobbies and stationery this time. But yeah, this is what we have. So now I can fix up this. Car is still gonna be 50, 150. Beauty has gone down to 75. we are going to ignore these two for now because, I mean, I just bought a bunch of stationery stuff and I'm fine. So beauty can be a 50, a 20, and a 5. And then home maintenance can be, I like to have 100, and I like to have 2 20s and a 5. No, 2 20s and a 10. Okay, and then eating out, I like to have 5. Now eating out, actually, because I already ate out, eating out is only gonna get this one. I am ridiculous. Eating out is only going to get 25 because, let me just add 25 to this. Because I did the Uber Eats. Add 25 to this. 485. Okay, 485. Okay. And then this can be 85 plus, this can be 110. Okay. This is 385. Okay, there we go. Anyway, the math will do whatever. It will math, okay? It will math. But I did that because eating out is only 25. So 1 and 1. Fun money can be a 20 and a 5. Tithes is usually 300s and a 20, a 10, and 4 ones. Okay. So no 2s today because I already have the savings challenge money. Okay, so we have 50 plus 150 plus 75 plus 150 plus 25 plus 25 plus 334. 809. Let's double check. $809. So that's $809 for cash. And then here we have total bills, 4 100s, 5 50s, 4 620s, 2 10s, 3 5s, 0 2s, 4 1s. That's $4, $0, $15, $20. We have 6 20s, so that's 1 20 40 60 80 20 40 140. We have 5 50s, so it's 250. And then we have 400. So that should be wait a minute. 400 plus 250 plus 140 plus 20 plus 15 plus 4. Something's not right. Oh. Something's not. 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 times. Oops. I think I did that wrong. It's 120. Okay. All right. So this adds up. Alrighty. Notes. First paycheck of the month has very little for savings challenges. Okay, so that's all I wanted to make note of. And yeah, so that is my budget. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. But that is what I am going to do. I'm going to go to the bank, get my $809 and cash stuff. And yeah, I'm going to figure out the medical expenses. So let me put this here. And then let me also put my to-do list here. But I can also put shop around for car insurance on this list. Shop for new car insurance. And then check on medical bills. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's it, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will be back for good old mini Monday with a little bit of cash to play around with, which is exciting. I will also be calculating my September savings. September savings. So that video is coming this week. I would love it for you to like, comment, and subscribe, and come hang out with me as we find our way with our money. And each week on Sunday, I will show you the expenses from the previous week, just so you can see like, oh, bills are coming out. I'm also spending money on miscellaneous things. I have to I have a buffer, but you know. Anyway, I'm going to end this video now. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love money and money loves me. And I love managing it. So I'll catch you in the next video, friend. Bye.